he won or draw, do you want to fight him next? Of course. But what happened with that fight, Rolly? I want to whole thing out my resume.
After Manny Pacquiao's recent showdown with Mario Barrios, boxing experts across the sport quickly weighed in on who the Filipino legend should face next. Among those speaking up was Rolly Romero, who wasted no time publicly calling out Pacquiao. Romero emphasized that stepping into the ring with such an icon would be a career-defining moment, describing it as more than just a fight, but a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cement his legacy.
I think Manny has a lot of options, because listen, if Floyd's not coming back, you know.
And that's what I wanted to touch on. Do you think that this now warrants Floyd Mayweather, with his competitive spirit and attitude, to come back and maybe try to one-up Manny Pacquiao by beating him again?
That wouldn't surprise me at all, because I know how Floyd is when it comes to, you know, seeing other people doing their thing. He's like, you know, so I think that's a really good possibility of happening. Again, that's going to come down to Floyd and Manny. I think they're both great.
Manny Pacquiao has now responded to the call-out, but before we get to that, let's look at the other names being suggested for his next fight. Following Pacquiao's recent bout, former world champion and boxing analyst Chris Algieri shared his thoughts on the Filipino legend's possible next steps, while noting that Pacquiao has plenty of options on the table. Algieri highlighted one matchup above all others, a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. According to him, this is the fight the boxing world would love to see most. However, Algieri stressed that the decision ultimately lies with Mayweather. It's entirely up to Floyd whether this long-awaited second clash becomes reality or stays just a dream.
I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
So you would even fight him today?
Huh?
You would even fight him today? When you're fighting, if he said, hey, Manny, I want to fight, you going to fight?
Even here.
Oh, my goodness.
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man. It never
now
dies.
my right hand is complete, so
yeah, you'll be willing to do it.
you will see my condition out in the fight.
You see Terrence Crawford now, just moved up to 154. He's moving up again 2 weight classes against Canelo Alvarez. What do you think about that fight?
It's a good fight, but Canelo has advantage. It's favor because that's his natural weight, and then Crawford moving up. If Crawford don't know how to handle or manage his body and his condition, his footwork, everything like that, to moving up, very difficult. He needs to handle and maintain the speed and improve his power. That's what I did. Like, maintain your speed and improve your power.
Furthermore,
Manny
Shawn
Pacquiao has now responded to the call-out, but before we get to that, let's look at the other names being suggested for his next fight. Following Pacquiao's recent bout, former world champion and boxing analyst Chris Algieri shared his thoughts on the Filipino legend's possible next steps. While noting that Pacquiao has plenty of options on the table, Algieri highlighted one matchup above all others, a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. According to him, this is the fight the boxing world would love to see most. However, Algieri stressed that the decision ultimately lies with Mayweather. It's entirely up to Floyd whether this long-awaited second clash becomes reality or stays just a dream for fans.
Because it's Manny Pacquiao, it makes sense for it to be Floyd Mayweather, but
They're made for each other, man.
I don't know. I thought yesterday you were poking the bear, letting down the banner.
Furthermore, Shawn Porter, echoing Chris Algieri and much of the boxing community, has voiced strong interest in seeing Pacquiao and Mayweather face off once more. Porter understands that clashes between legends of this caliber are rare, which makes the possibility of this matchup even more special. He's eager to see whether Mayweather can secure another victory, or if Pacquiao can finally claim redemption in a rematch. This potential fight isn't just about bragging rights. It's about settling one of boxing's most iconic rivalries once and for all.
Rolando Romero, who's a potential opponent for you in the future, he said that he would like to have a Hall of Famer on his resume. What do you tell him?
He can beat me.
While we
Want to see from Manny now, Mauricio? He's done everything.
Whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants to do,
You're supporting?
we will support him.
Because it's Manny Pacquiao, it almost feels destined for his next fight to be against Floyd Mayweather. They're simply made for each other. But beyond that speculation, Pacquiao recently responded to Rolly Romero's call-out with a mix of confidence and humor. In a recent interview, the boxing legend addressed the challenge by suggesting that Romero wouldn't be able to defeat him in the ring. His reaction showcased his trademark self-assurance and competitive spirit, even at this stage of his career. Rather than dismissing Romero outright, Pacquiao acknowledged the challenge with the calm and light-hearted demeanor of a veteran, making it clear that while he respects the younger generation, he still sees himself as a dangerous and capable force in the sport.
Would you like to see Floyd versus Mayweather too? After what?
Oh, since they're both retired.
I'm sorry, Floyd Pacquiao, sorry. After this. I know what you meant. Yeah, you guys know.
Then I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I think it's just for show and yeah, like.
As the conversation continues, what do other boxing pros suggest for Pacquiao's future? When asked about potential opponents, WBC President Mauricio Sulaimán emphasized that the decision ultimately rests with the legendary icon himself. According to Sulaimán, Pacquiao has earned the right to choose whether he wants to keep fighting and, if he does, who his next opponent should be. In honoring Pacquiao's legacy and accomplishments, Sulaimán made it clear that both the WBC and the boxing world would fully respect and support whatever
Where do
decision
you want
he
your
makes.
father to go from this, man? Other than rest,
Right now, you should focus on the home run, But he is 46 now, so like me personally, I just wanted to save him.
However, in a recent statement, Leo Santa Cruz suggested that Manny Pacquiao should consider retiring from the ring due to his advanced age. Santa Cruz expressed concern that Pacquiao may have already given everything he can to the sport and that continuing to fight could be risky. Even so, he admitted there's one exception, a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. Santa Cruz acknowledged that such a fight would be massively anticipated by fans worldwide, while he believes it may not be wise for Pacquiao to keep fighting regularly. He still views a Mayweather rematch as a unique and historic opportunity that's simply too big to ignore.
Mayweather rematch, that's
we were gonna discuss about it this couple days, and then what we're gonna do.
However, in a recent statement, Leo Santa Cruz suggested that Manny Pacquiao should consider retiring from the ring due to his advanced age. Santa Cruz expressed concern that Pacquiao may have already given everything he can to the sport and that continuing to fight could be risky. Even so, he admitted there's one exception, a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. Santa Cruz acknowledged that such a fight would be massively anticipated by fans worldwide, while he believes it may not be wise for Pacquiao to keep fighting regularly. He still views a Mayweather rematch as a unique and historic opportunity that's simply too big to ignore.
Pacquiao's team was interested in Gervonta prior to this fight. Is Gervonta on the table? And so, what do you think? Should Manny stay away from Gervonta Davis or? Oh, crazy. You like Pacquiao Gervonta? Yeah.
Moving forward, Manny Pacquiao has openly hinted at ongoing discussions for a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather. He revealed that a definitive decision will come within days, either announcing his next opponent or stepping away from boxing altogether. Yet despite the uncertainty, one thing remains clear. The possibility of facing Mayweather again is very real. Pacquiao sees their rivalry as unfinished business, driven by his own hunger for redemption. To him, this isn't just another fight or another payday, it's the one battle he must settle to cement his legacy once and for all.
Fans, because every punch that he throws, fans will scream. Well, his fans will scream and cheer and go crazy. So mentally, my dad was thinking the fight was close because my dad was saying, pick up the pace. But I knew in my heart that I was beating. I thought I was beating it easy. Out of the 12 rounds, I had at least 3 rounds out of the 12. But, a lot of times he was applying pressure, but he wasn't landing any punches. I was constantly keeping the jab in his face. But Manny Pacquiao is one hell of a fighter. And I see why he's where he's at in the sport of boxing.
Moreover, Fernando Vargas, echoing the sentiments of many in the boxing community, expressed his belief that Pacquiao should keep fighting. Vargas praised Pacquiao's conditioning and sharpness, noting that the legendary fighter seems virtually untouched by age. He pointed to Pacquiao's recent performance as clear proof that he remains fit and capable of competing with elite opponents. In Vargas's eyes, Pacquiao is still a genuine threat in the ring, given his experience and current physical readiness. Vargas believes Pacquiao has everything it takes to continue performing at the highest level.
a little disappointing in the sense that Manny had to make it happen, and he didn't make it happen, and that's partly because I think their game plan. The game plan is to outbox Floyd in the middle of the ring. Probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
And so, but Manny had enough flashes of excellence where you think, ooh, maybe he could do something. He couldn't get any mustard on his right hook.
While everyone is buzzing about the possibility of a rematch, it's worth revisiting what happened in their first encounter. On May 2, 2015, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather squared off in what was billed as the fight of the century. The bout, held at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, unified multiple welterweight titles and drew global attention. Throughout the fight, Mayweather dictated the pace with his masterful defense and sharp counterpunching, while Pacquiao struggled to find openings. In the end, the judges awarded Mayweather a unanimous decision victory. After the fight, Pac revealed he had been battling a shoulder injury during the bout, a revelation that sparked heated debate among fans and analysts.
So, a really competitive fight, a great fight, one that lived up to the hype for sure. Once again, you saw Floyd make the adjustment. You know, he got hit with some big shots. Manny's a very powerful, strong guy, but Floyd bit down, man, and he did what he had to do. His dad was a little upset in between rounds. He felt like he was giving the fight away. You know, every fight's not going to be a blowout. This fight wasn't a blowout, but Floyd did what he had to do and got a comfortable lead down the stretch. He deserved to win.
Additionally, despite the massive build-up, the fight received mixed reactions from fans and critics alike, with many feeling disappointed by the lack of fireworks. While it shattered revenue records, some argued it didn't live up to its fight of the century billing. Among the most vocal was boxing analyst Max Kellerman, who openly expressed his disappointment with the outcome. Kellerman argued that the bout failed to deliver on the enormous hype and that fans' expectations went largely unfulfilled. He noted that Pacquiao didn't appear to have a clear strategy to overcome Mayweather's defense, and the fight itself felt overly cautious, lacking the explosive action fans had been promised. In the end, he described it as a technically sound contest, but one missing the raw excitement and fury people had hoped to witness.
I was surprised that Pacquiao wasn't able to throw more punches. I feel like he didn't take advantage, but I knew it was going to be difficult for him to take advantage because Mayweather is such a strategical fighter, and he countershot. And no matter how skilled you are, once when a fighter starts countershotting you, you become timid. You know, every time you get in, he pops you with something, And Floyd was doing that all night. It was beautiful. I had faith in Floyd. I told everyone I favored Floyd in this fight. It was a beautiful match. Floyd is very hard to hit.
In contrast to Kellerman's criticism, boxing champion Andre Ward offered a far more favorable take on the bout. Ward explained that he found the fight compelling and that it delivered exactly what he personally expected. He highlighted Mayweather's superior ring IQ, masterful strategy, and precise execution as the key reasons behind his victory, noting that Floyd was clearly the better fighter that night. While Ward acknowledged that Pacquiao gave his best effort, he felt it simply wasn't enough to overcome Mayweather's elite skill set. To Ward, the fight wasn't a disappointment. It was a showcase of high-level boxing.
I heard him a couple times. I've seen it. But in the fourth round, I think he stumbled him a little bit. And then he heard him one last time after that. But other than that, I had an 8-4. Mayweather did a fantastic performance.
Would you want to see a rematch? You think it's necessary at all at this point?
I don't think. I mean, it's a lot of money for a rematch.
Yeah.
But I think Floyd won. I think Floyd won easy.
What impressed you the most about him tonight, Danny?
Oh, his composure, man. His composure was amazing. He kept his composure for 12 rounds. He stood there for 12 rounds. It was a great fight by Floyd Mayweather, man.
Furthermore, echoing Andre Ward's perspective, former champion Keith Thurman also praised Mayweather's pinpoint accuracy and timing throughout the fight. Thurman emphasized how difficult it is to respond once a fighter like Mayweather starts landing clean, precise shots. He noted that Floyd's control of the ring likely contributed to Pacquiao's surprisingly low punch output and disrupted Manny's usual rhythm. In Thurman's view, Mayweather's deliberate pressure and technical dominance made the outcome fair and reflective of what actually happened.
Pacquiao was quick, but Floyd Mayweather's even quicker.
Floyd was dancing backwards while Manny was the aggressor and couldn't do much but try and chase him, and Floyd was just waiting for the counterpunch.
It was a good fight, and the best man won.
Well, I feel like we knew from the start that it was going to be Mayweather. I feel like we know. He's undefeated. It was only right that he would, remain that way.
Wasn't much action. Just punch and counterpunch.
It was more like a dance match, if you ask me, but I think Pacquiao won. I think they got it wrong.
Your money team ain't never going to go to sleep, baby.
Floyd Mayweather.
Asterisk. Additionally, former champion Danny Garcia weighed in with his own thoughts, praising Mayweather's performance as nothing short of outstanding. Garcia highlighted Mayweather's superior skills and preparation, noting how his accuracy and defensive mastery were on full display throughout the bout. In Garcia's assessment, the fight served as clear evidence of Mayweather's dominance over Pacquiao.
The one thing that happened tonight, from somebody's blessings, is the draw. He's still champion. Historically, have we ever seen a world champion do 2 draws in a row in their career? So somehow we still made history tonight. I don't know. Don't matter how I scored it. Oh, y'all stupid. Don't matter. It don't matter. I couldn't score it. The Pacquiao fans scream every punch. You can't score a Pacquiao fight. You can't score a Pacquiao fight. You just gotta be there. There was no knockdown. Nobody wins. How about that? No knockdowns, nobody wins. Whoever got whoever down, that's who wins.
Asterisk. Beyond the analysts, fan reactions to the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight were sharply divided. Many longtime fans felt the bout lacked the thrilling exchanges, relentless energy and raw intensity they had been waiting years to see. Pacquiao faced heavy criticism for appearing too cautious. Some felt his slower pace and lack of adaptability cost him the fight, as he failed to apply consistent pressure on Mayweather. On the other hand, plenty of fans praised Mayweather's defensive brilliance and ability to control the fight's tempo, calling his performance a masterclass in technical boxing. For casual viewers, however, the cautious nature of the bout left them underwhelmed. In the end, debates raged on. Was the outcome a testament to Mayweather's genius, or a reflection of Pacquiao's inability to
Super
adjust?
close fight, back and forth. I mean, Manny shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was in second gear. It seemed like there were a lot of opportunities for him to take advantage, and he just didn't. Manny did a great job of utilizing the crowd, utilizing his hand speed, his foot speed, some movement just to keep the emotion there. I was saying during the PPV.com live chat, I mean, Barrios fighting with zero swagger, with no attitude. Like, he wasn't selling anything he was doing. He did a lot of good work.
Asterisk. Manny Pacquiao was quick, but Floyd Mayweather's even quicker. Floyd was dancing backwards while Manny was the aggressor and couldn't do much but try and chase him, and Floyd was just waiting for the counterpunch. It was a good fight, and the best man won. Well, I feel like we knew from the start that it was going to be Mayweather. I feel like we know he's undefeated. It was only right that he would, remain that way. Wasn't much action, just punch and counterpunch. It was more like a dance match if you ask me. But I think Pacquiao won. I think they got it wrong. The money team ain't never going to go to sleep, baby. Money team Mayweather. You seeing it live right here. I'm out.